Welcome to Instant Anime.
Just add music.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Jimmy.
Thanks for joining us. If this is your first time listening, welcome. This is a podcast where Jimmy and I listen to a song and then make an anime for it. Today's song is Time of Ice Cream by Brown Eyed Girls. Ice cream should always be time of, if you ask me. Always.
Yeah. No,
Always.
yeah.
Feel free to...
What about ice cream nightmares?
Oh, yeah.
Not too late.
I did throw up from eating ice cream once.
Don't feed a gremlin after midnight, especially ice cream.
Is that...
That's a rule.
Okay. I'll,
Or a Mogwai or whatever. It's a movie.
Yeah, I don't...
Don't worry about it.
Maybe you already listened to the song, but if you haven't, feel free to pause and listen to Time of Ice Cream by Brown Eyed Girls, or maybe you wait till the end, or maybe you don't ever. But it's what Jimmy and I are working with here, so it might add some context for
Yeah,
you.
it's a good song.
And it is.
Doubly reason to listen to it.
Yeah, it's
got a great vibe.
It's fun. It's very sunny, I would say.
It's got that sick guitar lick. Oh,
It's great.
it's so good.
And the rapping is not terrible.
It's actually not bad.
It's cute.
It's like I could imagine them holding an ice cream cone
Yeah,
if they wanted
because it's the time for that.
while rapping.
Ice cream. In any case, Jimmy and I listened to the song and took 5 minutes to write down our ideas for the anime that would feature this as its theme song. Now that we have done that, we are going to come together to create a mega anime, which should be exciting.
Yeah,
And if I haven't missed anything,
that's it.
then I think I'm going to start us off.
Speaking of time of ice cream, what's your favorite type of ice cream?
Oh, like
3,
flavor?
2, 1, go.
Vanilla.
Oh my,
You can do so much with it, though.
true.
Because
But, like,
you can put chocolate.
What if
You can put
Okay.
caramel.
here,
Is there
thought
ever
process,
there's never like a bad vanilla?
thought puzzle here.
'Kay.
Favorite ice cream flavor that you cannot modify. You just have to. You only have the carton, and that's it.
Okay.
No modifications. No
Okay.
sundae toppings. Just the ice cream.
Then it might be the Haagen-Dazs Dulce de Leche.
Ah, a little caramel action in there. Mm-hmm. Okay.
There are others that I also really enjoy, but I don't care for a chocolate ice cream base.
All right.
It's not my thing.
That's fair.
What about you? Would you
think
like me to
mint
count
chip.
you down? Ew.
Yeah. As like a base flavor, you get the chips, you
So-
get the mint.
You've got a mint ice cream, usually in a weird green color,
Uh-huh.
and then chocolate chips.
Uh-huh.
That just doesn't
That's
appeal
good
to me
shit.
at all.
And it's like sometimes like shaved chocolate. It's good stuff.
That would be better, because then it wouldn't be as crunchy.
Well, that's the thing. You get to pick what kind of thing
All
is
right.
in it.
Well, see, this is why
But not like Rocky Road, you know? It's like, oh, I get
it's too
mushroom
many
and
chunks.
marshmallows.
Did you say mushrooms?
Yeah, there's no mushrooms in it, I swear. But, you know, like nuts
mushrooms.
and stuff. I don't need that.
I don't
Or like a Neapolitan would be like, oh, and then you get 3 flavors. No. 3 like bad flavors.
Oreo. Wait a minute.
Did you do an
I
Oreo?
do
See,
love
look, you chose
Oreo
wrong.
ice cream.
You're already stuck with Dulce de Leche.
That's
Sorry.
okay. I'm not mad about it.
If there was a good Reese's flavor out there, that would be mine
Yeah.
pick. There
Yeah.
isn't though. It's just like Breyers. I'm like, fuck that.
Breyers
Sorry,
is
Breyers.
terrible. I'm sorry. I have memories
No ad deal for us
of
for
like
Breyers.
having freezer burnt Breyers or dryers, which is the same thing, I think.
Well, one's with a B and one's with a dryer.
In any case, I
it's
remember
bad.
having it at my grandparents' house, and it was always freezer burnt. It was always like dry.
Well, yeah, it was like 6 years old at your grandparents' house.
Of course, but
Because it was from when the last time they thought they were having grandchildren over. And you
probably
didn't see your grandparents enough.
I saw them very often. Don't you dare. But
No, it sucks ass.
I have bad memories.
It's the
of
worst.
it being not good.
It's bad. That's what I'm saying though. But if somebody made a good Reese's ice cream, that'd be me. Like if the Ben and Jerry's, again, if their chocolate peanut butter cup was even good, but it's still not.
Has it changed over time? Because like I used to really like cookie dough ice cream, and now I'm like, that was a fun phase.
I think it's changed. I think they've changed lots of things about
I meant, has your favorite changed?
Oh, I think it's been mint chip for like a long time.
You stan?
I stan a mint chip. It's got that cool teal green color.
The color really...
And then depending on the kind, that's the thing, is you get a little mix. Sometimes it's the chips. Sometimes it's the little like shaved chocolate bits. It's great.
Yeah.
You never know.
But I'm not a mint and chocolate fan.
That's fair.
Usually.
Do you like peppermint ice cream though?
Yes.
Okay.
I do like peppermint ice cream, but I
Similar to mint
don't
chip?
want chocolate involved.
All right.
Which is...
I like the chocolate.
Yeah.
That's a good segue though.
This is a good segue into Girl Scout cookies. It's polarizing. It's that time of year.
Oh yeah.
Tag-alongs or bust.
Oh yeah. Peanut butter.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm
Speaking of peanut butter, let's get something chewy with your brain.
You want to get back to business?
Creamy? Smooth. Smooth transition into
There you go.
your idea.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks for bearing with us while
Yeah.
we discuss ice cream flavors.
Really want some now.
Didn't buy any.
No. Forgot
Didn't
on
buy
the grocery
any
store.
any of it.
All right. I guess we'll just have to podcast then.
Yeah.
The episode's back on.
Yeah.
Ahem.
Or
Without-
it's canceled and we go get ice cream.
Nah.
Ah, it's fine.
It's cold outside. Without further ado, if this were like August, I'd say yes.
I see.
My anime, I called it a story, but our story takes place in the future, maybe even on Mars, question mark.
Very Carol and Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. Didn't even realize
Same
it.
universe.
You should definitely watch that. Friends and family. Go
I was
for
like,
it.
You're looking at me. I'm like, I am watching
I'm saying it to the mic.
actively with you.
It's true. It's very good. The main character lives alone in an adorable imitation of the real world due to their health. They live and work in a bubble, basically. Kind of like the Truman Show, but it's smaller. Everyone's consenting and without allergens or whatever it is that they need to be isolated
Or like
from.
the lady in Blade Runner.
Lady in Blade Runner 2.
Blade Runner 2.
2049?
Blade Runner 2.
Is that the second one?
Yeah.
Because that's also a video game. Anyway,
2049.
Rush 2049 was a favorite of mine in childhood.
Is it 2049 really?
I'm pretty damn sure.
I thought it was just like Rush 2020 or something. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's 2049, but let us never forget all the things I've been wrong about in the past.
That's true. I did like California Rush or LA Rush or there's a Rush where
There's
you're just
some
in,
rushes,
like,
yeah.
California.
Rushes.
It's
Anyway,
it's a good game.
is that a
Series?
bird? No, that's something else.
All right.
Okay, so anyway, there's consenting adults, but really it's only the one because she's by herself, or he is by herself, or they are by themselves. Okay, the sunny main character keeps close with friends through video calls, texting, and maybe some online gaming, because why not? But I was picturing, basically,
Look at you
what
socially
was...
isolating your idea here.
It just happened. What was the one we watched where all the kids were in the school, in the bubble, and like all the bad stuff was happening, and then she got like married and they had like a
Darling in
baby?
the Franxx?
Yes. Okay. That one. So how it's like a really nice little house and like a nice garden and it's all in a bubble.
Well, it's not in a bubble, but
But basically it was all
Basically, yeah.
in like a force field thing.
different ecosystem, like contained biodome. Maybe.
That's kind of what I was picturing. But maybe also even artificial lighting. Maybe even that far.
Okay.
But very,
Very Darling in the Franxx.
yeah. And maybe a little like Animal Crossing with a little lighting. Anyway, we don't have to go into that. But that's the set,
I'm
the
surprised
stage.
you're not playing right now.
They use their special isolation for the advancement of science, or maybe that like solo Mars mission that people are trying to sign up for even today. But when a hole forms in the bubble, either literal or figurative, an issue arises. The main character decides to take a leap into a close friend's arms, aka crush. But is love worth dying for?
Oh my god.
That's my idea.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty dramatic. Did I do good?
Yeah.
Did I sell it at the end there?
Yeah.
Rah. Cool.
Love worth dying for. That's good.
Anyhow, that's my idea. Do you have any questions to begin with?
No, it's good.
Okay.
I like it. I like the things you've drawn from.
It just, the song sounded so sunny. I saw like
Oh, totally.
perpetual spring,
Oh, yeah.
sunny garden, but then you pan out and this person is all alone and it's fake. And then,
I feel like that's kind of how the song goes, where it's like this fun jaunty, and then you have like the rap, which is still like a fun rap. You can tell they're like having fun with it, but it's like it's such a different type of music.
And also the lyrics in the chorus.
What are the lyrics in the chorus?
If I had to die tonight.
Is that one of the lyrics?
That's like the first thing, isn't it? If I had to die tonight.
I don't know if that's what she said.
At your lips. Okay, well,
It probably is what she says.
That's
I was
what I
not
heard.
listening very closely. To the
my
lyrics.
allergies are bad. Maybe my ears are plugged, but that is what I heard. If I had to die tonight. So
Okay.
therefore,
Got it. There you go.
that's where it came
Well,
from.
that's cool. My idea kind of has that sort of like summery look with a
Sci-fi
seedy,
twist.
sci-fi kind of thing. Yeah.
Cool.
And to preface, I had like imagery of kind of like a seaside, like
I could see that.
highway, like going by with palm trees and
So
whatever.
kind of like that scenic, like Californian highway that we see in movies.
And Grand Theft Auto, yeah,
Yeah, that's the one.
yeah.
Cool.
I've literally driven on that
Both in game and in real life.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It was really jarring driving it in Grand Theft Auto and being like, I've been here.
I know these landmarks.
It was so weird. So weird.
All right, so we're in Grand Theft Auto. Continue.
We're in Grand Theft Auto. I'll share my idea. I swear.
Oh, fine.
I'm going to do it.
But what about ice cream?
We're going back. Taxi driver leads a double life.
Please tell me it's Homer Simpson. Continue.
It's not done. Well, maybe.
Yes.
They lead a double life as the leader of an underground book delivery service.
Is this Fahrenheit 451? I'm sorry. Please keep going.
Kind of. Educating the youth becomes difficult when schools ban a ton of books. Like Fahrenheit.
How
451.
dare they?
So a group of gifted historians and storytellers are here to fill the gaps in the education system. By day, they get by delivering people where they need to be. By night, they deliver knowledge to the masses in an otherwise overbearing education system that isn't teaching kids everything they need to know. Why would they ban a cookbook, even?
Is it that one where you cook with weed?
It's not the anarchist cookbook.
Oh, okay.
The rule. Well, that's not even the anarchist cookbook.
It's not,
That's
no.
just like a weed cookbook. The rules came out of nowhere. It was just like a hostile takeover. So this generation of people have read most of the like banned books, and being better for it, more worldly.
Yeah.
Having read a bunch of books, know that giving kids the option for the same is extremely necessary. Mm-hmm. And so they take it into their own hands and do so.
Okay, so it's sort of Fahrenheit 451, but less severe.
Less severe. It's not like, militaristic crackdown. It's just like, they're banned. Don't do it.
Okay. We definitely have a history of banned books.
Yeah.
I mean, not you and I personally, but as a
It's
society,
It's a thing
there
that
are books
totally
that get banned.
still
Yeah.
happens. Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, it's like more efficiently somehow it happens, where they just eliminate every copy somehow. Like it's a digital age.
I was
going
going to say, if it's all like Kindle,
Yeah.
then it's really easy to just say nope.
Yeah, where it's like far future, Mars. You can't get books.
You don't
can't,
say.
can't get physical paper. They weigh too much on a space vessel anyways.
That's true. Why
So-
move a physical copy of something when you could
have
have a file, a digital file? I mean,
less than
although
1 pound device.
a file could be smaller than a whole book.
Yeah. So that's mine. I think it could lead into Blade Runner-esque future
I think so.
bubble world
Yeah.
with yours.
Yeah.
How do you want to combine Taxi Driver Book Deliver Club with self-containment bubble world?
Good question. Every time you use taxi, though, I just think of taxi. Okay.
There was the driving by on the highway and kind of like
Yeah.
gig economy thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like not
no.
necessarily taxi driver. It could be, like rideshare service of some sort. But
Similar idea.
yeah. You pay someone to drive you somewhere. Mm-hmm.
Transportation.
Easy peas.
How do we want to make this work?
I feel like we were getting somewhere with acknowledging that mine is far future.
I'm good with that.
No books,
It's all digital.
data elimination.
Because that'd be way easier to
Exactly.
censor.
I like that. Bing, bang, boom. That's done. the next step would be...
Maybe the occupation. My isolated character was doing like science because they had a closed space to do
Gotcha.
experiments in or something.
Should we make it more concrete as to what they were doing?
See if it can tie into the whole book thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would work, right? Some sort of historian, storyteller thing.
Since they're so far removed, maybe their data wasn't eliminated. So they still have all the copies
Oh,
of
they
the
have like
books.
an offline server.
Yeah, they have all the digital copies, so they could release them.
Okay, I like that.
All right.
I like that a lot because
I
they
do
have
too.
they have all the book backups, whereas like they're a protected, scientific site. So even if there was like a wipeout program code that went out to all government devices or whatever, it's like this one's off the grid,
Yeah.
and so they just kind of fall into the role of this leader of knowledge brokering, basically. But they're not selling it. Like this is a fully
Absolutely.
Beneficial, like good for
I
people
assume
thing.
that that kind of goes against the whole like data censorship. I was going to say maybe it's where everyone has housing, they don't need the money. But in any case, they
I feel
live,
like there has to be some desperation somewhere.
yeah. But for the isolated person, maybe they just work for their keep, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
To be in the situation where they are isolated and safe, they do the government science work.
I think that makes
And like
sense.
that's just the fair trade they
It
have.
could be that their flaw is that they're not aware of the censorship, so they don't necessarily have an active like stake in it until they find out, and then people are
I
like
agree.
forcing them, technically not forcing them, but like persuading them to do this very benevolent thing when otherwise they would have just been ignorant to it.
I have another idea.
Okay.
So the person that's currently living in the bubble and working on this stuff does not know about the books
Ignorant. They don't know the books are in their
in the server
possession?
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
And then someone that they work with is either being taken down or is ill, deathbed, retiring, something.
Leaving the picture.
And they say, don't ever do this, this, and this. You have something very valuable there. And so the person then finds all this stuff and is like, oh my gosh,
This is contraband.
I remember as a kid when we went through and, got rid of all this stuff because maybe they haven't always been in the bubble. And then it's all there. And so they're like, oh, that's terrible. But since they're alone, what else are they going to do but read the banned stuff? Because they know that the server's offline. No one's ever going to know that they have it, let alone going to be reading it.
I like it.
So they take advantage. And then they go, this isn't bad. We need to share this.
Could they possibly be creating a usable lumber source
Oh.
or something?
Like
So
a
there's
renewable.
a renewable like cellulose structure.
Okay.
So they take this digital thing and are writing books.
They're practicing,
right?
seeing how it would work in like a printing situation.
Right? So they
Yeah, because we have so many paper products.
So that's the thing is they're using it for non-writable things because everyone is just like phasing out books. But in an era where if you try to send a digital file of this like zip folder of all the knowledge that's been lost, that gets
Would be intercepted.
intercepted. You get taken out. You get jailed or worse. So in this one, they are like
They're
well,
switching to physical.
we used to make books with this product that I work with. So they just like start binding books again.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think that'd be pretty cool.
that'd be really cool. And then that lends itself to the quote unquote hole in the bubble because they need to get the books out and they're interacting with someone and they're risking their life then.
Yeah. I am
Because-
seeing this cool visual picture of like, the hands between glass, like trying to bridge that barrier somehow.
And then they could become fond of that person and the whole cause. They're outside.
And the whole crush thing.
Yeah, if we wanna bring in an actual like romance, I won't say no.
I won't say no.
It's written in
I
the
would never put the kibosh
paper.
on that, except sometimes when maybe
when it
we
doesn't
have.
fit in. I know.
But we have like a fun, springy sci-fi anime. It's fun to have a romance element to
Because
augment
it's
the
almost-
otherwise depressing.
It starts as like a book club.
Exactly.
We're like, hey, I read this, I wrote this, I'm giving it to you. What do you think?
100%
And they're like,
sure.
yeah, it's great. I'm gonna do this, this, and this with it.
I want this so
And
bad.
so they become friends first, and then they read maybe, I don't know, like Jane Eyre or something, and they're like, oh, romance. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, romance for you? Maybe?
That's the
I'll be
thing.
quiet about it. And it goes from there.
I think it starts as transcribing the known works to a physical medium and distributing those,
Mm-hmm.
to writing their own personal story that has elements from their whole life.
That's awesome.
And then when that book becomes a reality or is somehow found on a data pad between either one, then they're like, oh, this is technically, like, the names are different, but obviously these circumstances are very
this is
akin
our
to what-
story.
exactly. Do you want that to happen?
Yeah, it's obvious that it accidentally gets put into some sort of pile and shoved somewhere. Because I'm imagining back to the whole Truman Show thing. There's cameras everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're doing work. They need to be monitoring what's going on in this very specific isolation chamber, basically.
Mm-hmm.
They have to know and be able to see. And sure, like, you know, nothing in the bedroom, nothing in the bathroom, but there's one in, like,
Nothing
the
in that
living
bad
room.
either.
Hopefully there isn't a bad room. Ugh.
Well, I hope there's a good room.
Hopefully you'll call me out. Anyway, there's cameras in like the living room so that they can talk and they can be, you know, cooking and they can
totally.
like video chat and whatever. So
It's the kind of thing where you have like the corner AI thing,
It's
but
very
it
the
is like
circle.
a. Oh yeah,
it's very the circle.
that's funny.
But you can actually like see who you're talking
Ahead
to.
of its time.
Who knew? There's actually the Circle Brazil.
Oh
Yeah.
Fascinatio.
Just saying. But we'll come back to that never again. So anyhow, they're trying to like hide it,
Yeah.
and they shove it somewhere because they're expecting a conference call from somebody, and then the journal, so to speak, the memoir,
Yeah.
gets tucked in and shipped out.
So we have this main person with this.
Autoimmune deficiency.
Yeah, and who is this person that they become romantically entwined with?
I'm
Are they
guessing-
a security person. Is it
The person that clued the bubble person in, the
Some
person that
relation to
died
that
that was leaving,
person?
yeah, it's either a friend or a family member.
someone who then
A
had
tie.
a reason to speak to their former coworker? Mm-hmm. That the one who died, or
Yeah, yeah. It was like, oh, well, this is my
yeah,
cousin or something. This is my
yeah.
brother's friend, and I don't know.
Do the standard introduction of character.
Yeah.
Who knows other character?
They've been working on, like, maybe they've been kind of doing almost an underground railroad situation where they're setting up the infrastructure for being able to get out books.
Gotcha.
But they haven't figured out how to do it yet.
Cool,
but they
cool.
have like the distribution set up. They have people they trust that
Yeah.
kind of like a phone tree. Once it starts, everyone will know.
Got an idea.
Yeah.
There's
Is it a phone tree?
like a pantry of food, and then you pull a cereal box out, and it flips to a bookcase.
That's awesome. I thought you were going to say that the books were just like in the boxes.
That would work also, but I kind of
Less
want the
fun.
rotating thing. Is
Hell yeah.
kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so campy and hilarious.
Into it.
I want it to be.
Well, maybe it's supposed to be like a panic room and they just change it up
Retrofit
into a
it
library.
To be a library.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, all these people are kind of building these
Because if it's Mars, I don't know, maybe it's like a meteor.
illegal speakeasy
Sort of thing?
libraries, though. Would be very fun.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Or, you know, like people building up their collections.
Yeah, no, I was
unintentionally.
thinking like a bomb shelter
Yeah,
is
yeah.
where the library was being built for the isolated person.
Oh, I gotcha.
But it's on Mars, so maybe not a bomb. Maybe it would be like space debris or something.
Yeah, because
Anyway.
it's future, you could just have like, you know, like
Shelter.
a construction Roomba bot start like making a
That's true.
underground
3D
shelter for
printing's
you or
probably way better than
exactly.
it is now.
So it's like you 3D visualize where a cellar is going to be, and then you just set the
Yeah.
3D printing structure robots to it.
Also, I 100% wanted a friend of some kind, and that's perfect. Because I was like, well, if they have allergies, they can't have like a cat. So
Constructobot.
Constructobot is go.
Yes.
Oh, and it's like that one anime where it wears a hat.
Oh yeah, Frontier Setter
I'm
was
so
the name
glad-
of the anime,
So glad you remember all
or
this
the name
stuff.
of the robot. because I loved the robot, and then the anime was
Was
some other
subpar.
title. That
But
they tried to do a lot with CG. It was almost watchable.
too much.
Frontier
But-
Settlers with hand. He like
got
gets
the
his
hat.
hand and gives
It's
a thumbs
cute.
up. He's so
Yep.
good.
So we got that. Construct-a-Bot.
So good. I love Frontier Setter. He's my favorite anime character.
Not surprised.
But was that all in a simulation or that one
There
was
was
weird.
something. The lady was like traveling through like
Or
an
she was in, like, a
internet
clone?
tube or something.
because she was like older and then they like ported her into like a younger clone body, which was weird.
I just remember it being like shooting through a tube with like a bunch of colors streaming.
Oh yeah, it was
past.
like the ending of Space Odyssey or 20. Wait, you get it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, but
2001.
I
Space
haven't
Odyssey.
seen it.
Sorry, I spoiled the ending. There's a space tube at the end.
Stanley, no. Okay,
I didn't tell you why though.
no. I just know like
I'm gonna force you to watch that movie.
okay.
It's a good movie.
I don't know if it'd be forcing me, but okay.
I'm gonna sit you down and tie you.
Can we get snacks? I'm in.
Yeah, popcorn, candy.
Not forced then.
I'll still tie you down.
Only if I consent. Okay.
Only if you consent. Here's the form.
As long as there are snacks. Perfect. Okay. So do you feel good about this?
I do.
I feel like we pretty much got it.
We nailed it through and through, especially with the little robot friend.
That seals the deal for you.
Whenever
it's
we
your version of cats.
whenever we get a
For
robot
me.
friend.
Whenever we get a cat,
Oh yeah.
it's your
Holy
cat.
shit. You
My
got
robot is your cat,
You know
and your cat is my robot.
my biggest weakness, and I know yours. We can exploit
Weakness?
them.
Why are you're bringing up some weird stuff, man?
Oh well, I'll tie you down later.
Ugh. Okay.
Yeah, well, this is really good.
I'm really happy with this.
I am also very happy with it. We have the bulk of my idea in it, and I feel like the bulk of your idea in it,
I feel like I got my setting and you kind of got your story.
and my setting too.
That's true.
It's a more futuristic one, but it's what I kind of had in mind anyways.
They can be in a sunny beachside
Yeah.
sort of simulation.
I think
it could
so.
be anything.
They just don't have to be a taxi driver. Not necessary.
Yeah. They instead are doing no transportation instead of all of it.
Yeah. They're just sitting there.
Yeah.
It's good. I really like this. Do you want to think of a
Me too.
title?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, what
Title
words?
words would be rebellion word
Oh, okay.
and book word.
Book rebellion?
Book rebellion.
Do you want to throw in isolation at all or like censorship? I guess that's
It's
sort
a
of
book
similar.
word.
Okay. So book and rebellion.
Rebellious books.
All right.
All right, you want to do a rebellion word or a books word first?
I can start with the rebellion.
I'll read a book. 3, 2, 1. Reread.
Break.
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 Like break the ruling
Yeah.
class.
Society.
Switcheroo. 3, 2, 1. Revolt.
Bind. Bind and break.
Ah, holy shit. That's really good.
That I also thought of turn the page and writing the sequel.
Bind and break is amazing.
That was my favorite.
It sounds so good.
Doesn't it sound so badass?
With an ampersand.
Sure.
Bind and break. That's so good. How did you nail it?
I don't know. The books
So
were
good.
with me.
I had R words.
Hey, ours aren't bad.
Revolt, reread.
You
I
had
kind of like
the same.
revolt if it was like something about a robot becoming
Yeah.
something again.
No, if it was Constructobot, like fucking over people's houses.
Yeah, revolt.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or re-volt.
exactly.
Bind and break is so good though.
I'm glad you like it.
Bind.
I thought of bind for books, and then I was like, oh, I know.
You killed it. That's really good. That's it.
Thanks. Oh my, has that ever happened?
You've come up with both? Yes.
But at this point,
Yes.
are you sure?
We're 150 episodes in.
That's right. Congratulations.
We're a Mewtwo amount of episodes in.
Wow.
You've done that before.
Oh, it felt new. Okay,
It's been a while.
it has.
I couldn't tell you when you've done it before. I do not track these statistics.
I came up with both, and they actually had an ampersand. Like when? Okay, never mind.
Hey, if you're listening to this podcast, make sure Who comes up with the title? Make a tally.
Oh, no. No.
Community sourced project.
No. Don't do that to yourself.
No, I'm kidding. I would never.
I don't know.
I don't even have the patience to go back and like transcribe episodes, you know? Like it's very
That would be nice.
ableist of us. But sorry, deaf listener. Wait. It's not.
I'm not sure if someone can't listen, they'd be listening, but
Fans.
anyhow,
Maybe.
sorry.
I don't have the time.
No.
If I got paid to do it, I would. Don't though.
No.
Oh well. Bind and Break is really good.
I'm glad you like it.
I love it.
I'm glad you love it.
Well, that's great. Who would you want to be in Bind and Break?
Oh, shoot.
An avid reader? Or
Ooh.
someone on the other side?
I want to, no.
An evil reader.
I'll be
An evil
pro,
Knieed.
I'd be pro reading.
Pro reading.
But like a really old person that remembers.
I remember
Exactly.
Catcher in the Rye. Don't read that one. It's bad.
It's terrible. Everyone should read Catcher in the Rye at least once.
It's a classic.
It's a classic. But I would happily be one of those old people that's like, I remember, people should read. Maybe I've done some protesting. Maybe I've been,
Yeah,
like,
it's cool.
punished for some of that stuff. But yeah, that's what I would want to do.
Cool.
An old reader. Because that's what I aspire to be, anyhow.
Cool.
Maybe next episode we talk about what we're reading. Since we already talked about our ice cream flavors.
Yeah. If it comes up.
Yeah.
That's a week away. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Yeah. Who do you want to be? In Bind
what
and
a
Break.
Great question. I would probably be an avid reader, but maybe younger, and I hadn't read any of the books.
So I can be a cougar?
Yeah.
Nice.
You're not that old, right? Or you're old.
I don't know. How old you willing to go?
Maybe there's like Mars
I'm kidding.
time dilation, right?
Oh. I
So
hadn't
you're
thought
older.
about that.
I don't know. Not that much older.
It doesn't really matter. But
Sci-fi.
I guess we don't have to hook up this time.
Maybe we do.
Something
Maybe we share.
tie you down.
Maybe it's not that we hook up romantically, but we both
We book club?
have the same favorite book at the end of the day.
I like it. We become friends.
Friends.
It'll be like
Pen pals.
driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah.
Befriend an old woman.
Okay. I've never seen that movie. I've only
Really?
seen Be Kind Rewind where they make fun of it.
Same difference, I'm
That's about
sure. Okay, so that's you. That's me.
That's it.
Yeah, anyone could play them.
No, don't matter.
I just pictured someone on the younger side,
Yeah,
like 20s.
yeah. That makes sense. Maybe the person from Blade Runner. She was cool.
Yeah. You know that means Ryan Gosling, though.
He could be in it too.
Can we get Harrison Ford?
I don't think we can.
I don't think so.
I think he's a curmudgeon
kinda
kind
done.
of guy. He just doesn't want to.
Yeah.
I think you got to pay him a lot.
I admire him, not gonna lie.
Oh, totally. He was a janitor. Carpenter.
Carpenter.
Sorry.
A little different.
He was building sets and stuff, and they're like, hey, you look cool.
And he was like 30, which would never happen to a woman probably, but that's a different story. And
Maybe nowadays. I don't know. What's her name?
Jane Lynch?
Susan Boyle.
Oh,
She's not an actor, but
no. Jane Lynch, though, I feel like had a break when she was older. Because she was older when she like got on Glee.
she was in a lot more stuff before Glee.
Okay.
She was in that. There's a big comedy troupe that did like the Mighty Wind comedy movies and stuff. Not big in your circles.
Nope.
My
I
family
guess
was big fans.
she didn't run
Jane
into-
Lynch before
okay.
she was in Glee.
Making me look bad, man. All right, continue.
So that's the podcast, though, right?
I think so.
Instant Anime.
Just add music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Wow. We're in it. Other people are in it. Maybe Jane Lynch.
See what happens.
You'd probably get her. Not Harrison Ford, though.
Unless he could be the one that dies.
No.
No, the coworker that leaves.
Oh, he's like.
He's just
say-
like,
say hi to-
read, and
say
then
hi to Ben for me.
like dies. Oh shit, man. Dude.
I don't know. I haven't seen the new one. I don't know.
Okay.
So yeah, we're in it, and that's the podcast. Bind and Break is the title of the newest anime.
Woo.
That's fun. if you want to follow us on social media, we have a Twitter. It's at Instant Anime Pod. And that's where we post GIFs and tease upcoming episodes most of the time.
Yeah.
Like last week, Boy Kiss.
I was surprised.
Look,
that
I want
you
people to listen if they
told
know
people.
it's BL.
I know, but that was a fun surprise that happened so naturally.
Yeah, but like build the hype.
I guess so.
Got to build that hype.
All right. You're someone who looks up spoilers sometimes, aren't you?
Yeah.
See, this is where we differ.
I read the whole Wikipedia plot synopsis of that one Disney movie, Pixel Perfect, where there's like a hologram pop star.
Why did you do that?
I don't know.
Was it because of me?
It was something at work it was related to.
Oh, because I loved that movie and had the soundtrack.
The plot on Wikipedia made it sound like the most batshit crazy movie of all time.
It had Ricky Ullman, and I
I
thought he was really
Raviv
cute.
Ullman. He goes by Raviv now.
Yeah, that's true.
But
He looks very tired.
he looks so different
Yeah.
than the Phil of the future
I
and
know.
Pixel Perfect guy. It's crazy.
He seems happier,
But like the
though.
main girl character in that like goes in a coma, gets struck by lightning, gets like augmented with AI in her brain. It's fucking wild.
Loved it.
I couldn't even make that up in an anime.
I couldn't either.
It's so crazy. So yeah, I don't know how it came up at work, but now it's up on this podcast too.
As it always should be.
Maybe it was up on Twitter. No, I didn't talk about it. Oh
No,
well.
I don't think so.
That's the Twitter.
News to me.
But we also have a website.
We do, and it has slightly less Ricky Ullman.
To the detriment of
I
society.
know. We should start throwing him in some stuff.
Raviv.
But instantannie.may is where we host. It is our home base. It's got all of our goodies, including a sidebar full of fun.
Stop on by.
Yeah. We've got our suggestion form, also available at suggest.instantannie.may. If you would like to suggest a song to be used, we've done some recently, but
Yeah, we recommend it.
You could add yours to the list.
Keep at it.
How exciting. Otherwise, we got some podcatchers, we got some merch. Maybe there's something new on there for all you cat lovers.
Oh yeah, it's still quote unquote new.
It's newer than Elvis. Prime. Presley. No. What would we call him?
Elvis Prime
It was Elvis Prime.
or Optimus Presley.
That's what it was. I forgot Optimus Presley.
It's interchangeable.
It is. It's true.
It's just not Optimus Prime or Elvis Presley.
No, I screwed that up. I'm sorry. But it's
We don't
newer.
own those IPs.
It's newer than those two characters. Or four. But
Oh yeah, Davies. I still want to make a new Davies.
see, we've got
Like a
stuff
more-
we can do.
The more shirt-friendly design
Oh yeah.
than like the cut-off claw. It sucks.
Crab.
Lobster.
Yum. Anyhow,
King crab.
King Lobster.
Lay.
Otherwise, that's just about it. We have our Spotify playlist
Yeah.
if you want to listen to songs that we have used in past episodes.
Including Brown Eyed Girls' Time of Ice Cream.
Which is now.
This time.
Yes.
And now it's
Otherwise-
about books and stuff.
I think that's just about it.
I think that's it. Thanks for listening to us create Bind and Break. We're in it. Because that's the stipulation of this
We
podcast.
try and do that, yep.
But again, thank you for listening.
Happy spring!
Happy spring. Bye.